Alrighty, welcome to Launch Advantage. And yes, it's all guns a-blazing, isn't it, Jimmy? Because we've now announced your launch and
Yeah.
200% commissions.
Yep. After they have to have so many sales before they qualify for the
Oh,
200%.
okay. Okay. Cool. And
So
then they just get a bump. Is that across the board or just on the front end? No, that would just be on the front end.
it's the front end run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
front end. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many sales is it, Jimmy?
Um, we got a couple of lights. One, two, three, four OTOs and then one
Yeah.
bump
How
and
many sales on the front end to qualify for the 200%?
I think 10.
10.
Oh,
Cool.
10.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I thought you meant how many is in the funnel. But you know that. You seen the funnel, didn't you?
Oh, so how did you go with negotiating your contract for that? Because obviously that's going to get the launch into a negative ROI.
I don't know. I mean, that's all Wayne, to be honest with you. That's what they did for their last launch. Um,
And
so
what were the numbers on that? I've no idea.
I don't know.
I'll have to have a look.
I
Like
wasn't.
obviously it was worth it then that they've done it again.
Yeah, I suspect. I don't think Wayne pays out the 200% on his own sales that
I
he
know.
brings in because he brings in a ton as an affiliate and he doesn't pay himself 200%. I
No.
know he you know,
He'll do most of his sales through the webinar, which most
yeah,
majority of the sales will come in. There's not a lot of JV sales on the last offer. I finished fifth and I sold one.
Oh,
So in the
wow.
oh no. Oh
Yeah,
God.
the last launch didn't go as well. Didn't have me on board.
And it was the 200%.
on the front end, but I think Wayne doesn't promote, but the package, the bundle. So the OTO one is very weak. It was on mine, my first one. So I actually had more of JV sales in mine, and Catherine had more in hers than Off had in his, and that's why he didn't
Yeah.
get deal of the day because Warrior Plus wasn't going. They couldn't sell it. They're not going to promote deal of the day.
Hmm.
So he had the sales and stuff. He was number one for 2 days out of the 5 days, but it just wasn't a lot of JV sales.
Mm.
Mm.
It needs to be more than just Wayne sales. It needs to be JVs as well.
Right.
I think they looked at it, but for some reason they didn't choose it at the time. Sometimes it comes down to who else they're looking at the same time as well. But yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah. And but what's good about that launch anyway is that that'll get your name out there again,
Yes.
which is
Mhm.
cool. And so I think Matt's already led with that again, and has your name up in lights, which is a
Right.
good thing. So now
Yes.
you can just, I probably wouldn't get, I would be focusing more on your actual launch that you're doing yourself.
Yeah.
well, this one I would hope can get deal of the day, product of the day, whichever it is, again for you, which will just bump it up again into bump you into people's
Right.
minds for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about moving OTO one, putting something a little more enticing there because uh, everything I've watched and observed, after the front end, if you ain't got a strong OTO one, you ain't getting nobody past it. And I
Yeah.
Yeah,
think I need to make that a little more. And I've done for you. I've heard is real good there. You take your front end, then you give them the done for you, and then you
Vision.
get them past that point.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my a lot of my JV sales on my first offer, like a ton, nobody got past the front end. The only
Oh,
thing
yeah.
I saw past the front end was the bundle on the webinar. I
Mm.
got a few, but it needs to be stronger. And I had a real weak OTO one on that one. So I'm trying to, I'm going to talk to Lou and I guess you, Matt, about moving some things around in the funnel to try to get a little stronger OTO one going.
Oh, on the product that you're launching with Wayne?
Yes.
Yeah, let me, if I pop the Google Doc in, there you go, Paula. That's what we're looking at.
Awesome.
So yeah, OTO1 currently is advanced YouTube training and tools, which straight away you've got advanced in there. Um, it's what in many ways should be OTO1 because it's there to help them get to the next level. But if you want to make more sales, some sort of done for you, make it easier, make it quicker, is likely to make you more sales.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
And the people that get through that are then more likely to buy the advanced tools. Um, yeah. For some people, they'll have picked up the front end and then they're looking at advanced YouTube training and tools and like, well, I'm not advanced yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
it,
off-putting, isn't it?
yeah, it's
They
Yeah.
want
it's
it easy.
it's frustrating because it's what they should be wanting as the next stage,
Right.
but the fear, the laziness, whatever kicks in, and they want just something. How do I make it easier? How do I make it quicker?
Yeah. I've been realizing that the more I get into it and look at different things
Yeah,
that,
just give them bonus
you know.
pages, or if you've got a bonus page generator,
Well, I'm gonna put some bonuses into and then have some where people can put bonuses in their reviews, automatically have bonuses where they can offer bonuses for people to watch their reviews on the launch and YouTube. So I'll have those for people to automatically use as bonuses for
A collection of done for you bonuses that they can use and run with straight away.
right.
That's a strong
Yes.
angle to go with. And you could potentially then, for those people that buy that, I would look at contacting them later and saying, if you use them all up, do you want to get into my monthly bonus
Yeah.
club?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it might be difficult to fit that in the funnel because
Right.
you need something in place for it. But getting them onto some sort of monthly recurring bonus club.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm currently working on the videos and the training right now, and that coming up with the course and stuff is the easy part. Doing the videos and the training, that's where
Yeah,
that's where it takes a little time,
yeah.
especially as experienced as I am in doing this. So it's a lot of for a 5-minute video, it's taken me 2 days, but I'm getting there.
It will get quicker.
Yeah.
For a 10-minute video, it takes me probably 2 hours.
Hmm.
But then I'm quite finicky about my editing. I don't just record it
yeah,
and throw it up. I like to edit it and make it concise. I tend to also, before I actually record, I will actually run through the process and script it to a degree, not word for word, but
Hmm.
have the steps that I'm going to go through and the points that I want to cover so that I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm recording the video. Because first run through it without the video recording, you get your head around it yourself to
Yeah.
make sure that
Yeah.
you're happy with what your flow, and then you can have your list of the items you want to touch within the video and the order to run in, and that will make it flow better. And it feels like it is, in a way, it's more time because you're doing the prep up front, but the quality of the product you deliver will be better. And the editing is where you'll actually save time. If you spend 10 or 15 minutes, even if it's not a full run through, just sort of playing through in your head, page to page, whatever you're going through, doing that will pay benefits time wise when you get to the editing because it'll be a lot easier and quicker to edit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Top
those
tip.
those OTOs are a problem.
The other OTOs. So the advanced YouTube training and tools, is that more so more videos and custom GPT?
That's
Yeah.
not going to sell.
It should once they're past OTO one. Yeah, I wouldn't have it as OTO one, but I would have it in the funnel.
People just want done for you. The
They want done for
OTO
you
one
immediately.
should be the bonus page generator. You can get those. They're so easy to get your hands on. A bonus page generator. So you just put your link in and it will generate the bonus page for you. It's a software.
Hmm. How do you get the stuff like that?
Well, you can just ask around. You can go to, where the hell did I go to? I forgot the name of the
You got to
platform.
get a white label so you could use it.
Yep, yep, yep. I went to, because it's just like a software stack thing.
Mm,
Um, I'm trying to think. It was like years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago. So they're around. Like I used one 4 years ago on a launch. It was a
Is it
launch
the
came on.
Envato marketplace?
I went
Team
to, no, not that. It's where you go to talk to the software guys. You just put in order of what you're
GitHub,
looking for. Huh?
GitHub,
Oh, Upwork. Upwork.
oh, Upwork.
I
oh,
used
Apple.
Upwork. It was so easy. Yeah, Upwork.
Mm,
And yeah, it wasn't even expensive.
But I'd probably go with done for you bonuses, a pack of done for you bonuses first, because that's just using ChatGPT to create the bonuses.
right.
But yeah, if you can get a uh, bonus creator system, it would
Hmm.
it will the thing is there, what are you, 22 days away? You will have to get the software, you will have to work out how to deliver it, whether they need to install it. If they do need to install it, you'll need tutorials for that. Not trying to put you off here, just making sure
Right.
you're
No. Yeah.
aware of what's involved.
Yeah.
If you host it for them, then there's issues to that. You'll still need training on how to use it. That should be provided with it, but you might want it in your own voice with your own branding. Uh, yeah, I mean it's definitely a strong upsell.
Hmm.
It's whether you've got the time to get it done and in place.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
or just keep it in the back pocket for a relaunch of this and do your own OTOs and just go with the flow with how it is already. Because sales pages have obviously already been written,
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's probably what I would suggest that you do because you don't have full ownership of this launch
Yeah.
anyway. So
Right.
that's fine. But you have all the training that you've done. So you
Oh,
can
yeah.
easily you can go, okay, I'm just going to relaunch this product, but I'm going to do the bonus page builder. I'm going to do the done for you bonuses, like what Matt's saying. That's because really all that people want is when they're buying a low ticket product, is that they want simple, easy. And then OTO one is just basically the done for you version. So they don't even have to really do much work. And the other, like OTO three and four, I think are perfectly fine.
So the other way of doing it is if you can get a bonus builder, you can always go back to your buyers in 2 or 3 weeks once you've got it all set up and go, oh, we had a couple of people asking if we could do that. We've got it. Here you go. Do it a special discount for you because you're already buyers.
Yeah,
Get
you
your
can
money back for
pre-level
buying it straight away.
Yeah.
and sell it to them. What else was I going to say too? Oh yeah, because you can also do like the faceless video thing. So you can get a
Mhm.
video software. Like, yeah, that's the way of the future though. So you kind of need to start thinking about that too. Like that's what we were talking to oh jeepers, haven't seen her around much lately. One of the other members of Launch Advantage, and I'm a bit tired this morning, so I'm forgetting everybody's names,
Jane,
is with
Sharon,
LinkedIn,
who was talking about LinkedIn?
with LinkedIn, yeah, is to have like some automation built in. Yeah. And so that's utilizing AI or software.
Was that Catherine or Rona?
Oh, Ronnie. Yeah.
Rona, that's right. Yeah. Oh, and LinkedIn is,
See,
oh my
you do
God,
have
honestly, oh, LinkedIn is set to be like the new goddamn TikTok. Please, everybody,
do
get a product done on LinkedIn.
you do have a done for you in as OTO3. So I mean it's 197, so I wouldn't move that straight into OTO1, but you could, for instance, take three of the videos from there or create
Mhm.
another three videos or four videos like that and have a light version of the done for you.
Or at this point, it doesn't really matter. You could just switch the OTOs around and just have that 197 at the front. Even if you get two sales, three sales, somebody might look at that and go, Oh, yes, I would rather use your videos. I don't have time for that. I want to be faceless. Da, 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 da. I don't know.
It's
Anyway, otherwise, just leave it as
this would take a bit more changing, but the way I would do that, if I was going to move OTO 3 into OTO 1 spot, I would actually have two options on the sales page. I
yeah,
would have one where they get all of them for 197, or
yeah,
Uh-huh.
one where they get four of them for three fours are 12. What's a third of 197? Or three of them for 47.
Yeah.
yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think that
That
would
way
be
you've
great.
got both options. They can, it's only a 47, or if they want all of them, it's 197.
Mm. I mean, all these things you can do on your own product so much easily, Jimmy. Otherwise, you've got to
Yeah.
go through yada, 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 yada with
Right.
these
Right. Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
And they'll be reluctant because then they have to do extra work.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. Moving OTO 3 to OTO 1 and just
That's
offering a
easy.
separate delivery purchase option, that's not a lot of work.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't
that,
really need to change the copy a great deal
and
there.
honestly, that would probably sell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
yeah,
would
Yeah.
sell. And the great thing is that you're delivering it. So you're building relationships with these people, with your buyers, which
Yeah.
is
Right.
fantastic. And then they adore you. And then basically, then you sell them your bonus page builder.
I, I think what's
Unique
currently
launch.
OTO 1 would sell better after OTO 3 as well. But there we go. My opinion could be
Well, I
wrong.
could just move everything down because OTO one
I
now
think
is
so
the
too.
advanced training. But if I do it done for you, and then if they want to do it themselves, then OTO one, and then two is the other platforms. You can use the same content for the other platforms since you already created it, and then just do like that. I like that idea.
And who named these OTOs?
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
advanced platform training, if basically what you're doing is taking this, showing them how to take the same content and use it across other platforms, advanced
right.
platforms training it's very much what it says on the tin, but it's not exciting. It's not,
Oh
you know,
no. But
it's
we'll teach you how to make it sound more
Yeah.
it should be
exciting.
10. I mean, how many platforms are there? It should be a 4x your
Yeah.
existing effort. You know,
Oh
take
my
what you've
yes.
already done and 4x it. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should be, yeah. Yeah, it's just not sexy at all, this thing.
Okay.
It's not appealing. It's not appealing. It's not going to wow the socks off people. I mean, the thing is, the reason why the bundle sells so well with Wayne, obviously, he's recommending it to his followers. And also,
Right.
they're all prepared to do the work.
Right.
But then
Yeah.
when a JV comes along and they're not, because like Wayne's group are all like working within
OSP.
his, oh, yeah, his thing. So they're all doing work. Like they all understand that it takes work, the fundamentals of it, all that sort of stuff. So they get it. So they're happy to buy
Right.
something that
So
has advanced
they
training.
also
It
know, like, and
appeals to them.
trust Wayne. So when he jumps on a webinar to show them the bundle, they're already halfway there anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes quite a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not too much worried about getting sales from the bundle.
Yeah, the
That's where
bundle
majority of the
beef.
sales going to come. I just want to get some more JV sales. So on my next one,
Yeah.
I have, you know, people can see a quality product instead of just something Wayne threw together and put out there and they're not making money off of.
Well, unfortunately, that is a problem that probably Matt and I need to talk to Wayne
Wayne
about,
about.
is because I've seen it every time he's launched with one of his students, is that it hits number one for one day. It
Mhm.
Drops
might
off.
get deal of the day, and then it's gone.
Well,
So,
the days it hits number one is the webinars he's putting on.
exactly. That's my
You
point.
just get the spike, and then after that, it just back down to nothing. And
Yeah,
then the next
that
one starts to
spike is no
spike.
good.
Yeah,
You want
yeah.
that, yeah. You want people on board, committed for the week, mailing, all that sort of stuff. That's
Right.
where the goodness is. That's like on the launch that I'm on at the moment with AI sellers has not really gone to plan. But then it's terrible when I say to you guys it's not gone to plan, but it's done $80,000.
compared to
But
the first
we're
launch.
talking about the guys, and it's not their worst launch that they've ever done either. But obviously the last launch they did over $400,000, and the one before that was 280,000. And the one before that was like 170,000, and then before that was 300 and something. But there's many factors. And oh yes, I also wanted to talk to you about Mintbird. Because one thing that I noticed too that really doesn't work in anybody's favor is when one big launch is on the tail or overlapping another launch. It's a goddamn mess. What happens is that the affiliates go to both launches, but it weakens their promotion. I found the affiliates that stayed with us for the long haul and didn't go to those other launches made the most money and made a huge difference in our launch, but we've got to try and keep out of each other's pocket. And whether that means like discussions at the JV Zoo event, that instead of having 7 day launches, we have six. I don't know. I feel like there's,
Um, is it whose launch is it that you're talking about with Mintbird?
well, yours.
Yeah, no, who's are we overlapping?
Oh, Abby's.
I thought Abby wasn't doing his at the end of July.
No, I thought you said August. You sent me a date. It was the 31st of August in the message. Is it 31st of
I
August or 31st of July?
oh
I know.
yours.
I get so muddled up with my dates now too. I'm like, I gotta have
Okay.
this
Well,
calendar.
maybe I've got the dates wrong.
Yeah,
I
because in
thought,
Matchai you've got the 31st of July, and then you
yeah.
messaged me and you said it's locked in Mintbird 31st of August.
Oh, 31st of July.
It is July?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, because I
Yeah.
didn't put a bloody launch in there because I thought that it was August, so I'll move him. That's fine. And
Yeah.
I'll go back to, oh,
Let
okay.
me
Oh my
don't
God.
panic over. Panic over. Let me quickly sorry about this, Jimmy.
Sorry, sorry. But Jimmy, this is what
31st of
happens.
31st of July.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Mintbird is the 31st of July.
Yeah, if I got that wrong in our message, sorry, 31st of July.
Oh yeah, because I put goddamn Mark rightly in there because they asked me him and Anthony. Mark Whiteley, he's the number one
Rightly.
map affiliate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
Okay. Well,
Australian as well. I thought he lived here in the UK. I
oh, he's
messaged him recently
Australian.
saying, "Do you want to
Yeah.
come to the get together?" He's
And
like, "I live in Oz."
Anthony Rosick, Anthony. I can't say names. I'll send you the details. AI content sniper only happened in the weekend, but I put them in there thinking that because I checked your message and I was like, no, 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 he definitely said, yeah, because it was overlapping by 2 days. And I was like, oh no, I did think it was weird that Chad's launch was starting on a Sunday, actually. That's definitely the wrong day. Okay, let
Yeah.
me just put that back.
Managing a calendar for multiple launches and trying to find windows of opportunity on Muncheye can be an incredible juggling skill all on its own. When I go through and try and work out dates for multiple launches, it can take me an hour or two just to find a window that's okay. Um,
So
yeah,
we're doing the
it's
31st of July, which is a Thursday. Okay, so
yes,
we're going to get people to start mailing on Monday the 28th, obviously, the run into the webinar that's going to go live on Thursday, right?
yeah.
Okay, cool. That makes more sense. Okay, happy.
Um, yeah, uh this video's not going to be public as such, is it? So the
Wait.
Firas has a launch on the 5th of August.
Oh, you're going to lap over his.
No, we're not.
Oh, he's going to move it. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, he was
So
one day on our launch and we were coming off Luke McGuire's launch. I'm like, what were we
this is
thinking? We should have moved slightly 2 days. But then we would have
this
been,
is why it's really good to go to events like Charlotte and places like that so you can sit down and meet these people so that if there is a slight if there is changes going on or if you've got a window that almost works but you're crossing over with someone, you can reach out to them and say, are you actually launching on that date? And sometimes they'll say, well, actually. So I actually said to Ferris, don't change it on Muncheye just yet. Leave it there. Leave it there.
Yeah. Yes, because it scares off other people because no one's going to go layering on top of Chad and Ferris.
There we go. Another little tip.
Hilarious.
Anyway,
Back
what other,
to you, Jimmy.
we're
What
off
do you
doing
need from us?
our chat there. Jimmy, what else can we
I
help you with?
fine. I'm learning. I'm learning.
Yeah. What do you need from us?
Um, Nothing. I mean, I got a lot right now. I'm gonna see if I can't rearrange that around. Like I said, I want to focus more on the JV sales when Wayne's gonna focus more on the webinars. So I need to try to get that a point. And if, I do feel a little uh, constricted because it's not solely mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
I'm
you,
definitely
yeah.
next one definitely will be all mine. So I'm learning a lot of
Yeah.
not what to do, is not so much of what to do, but
Yeah.
I think that'll come.
Yeah.
So
Do you have you like created a list of joint venture partners that you would like to have a partnership with of at least like 20 people? And are you able to like just keep talking to them, interact with them?
well, I've got the list from my first launch, but I really didn't do a great job of staying in touch. I really didn't know. So that's something I need to nurture, especially the new ones coming in. I see it's important to kind of
Yeah,
keep
that's
that
priority one.
communication and stuff. Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
first thing
So,
you should do every day and
yeah.
at the end of the day. I always
Mm,
do in the beginning of the day and then at the end of the day when I go to bed so that when I wake up in the morning, my inbox is flooded. And then I'm away again. So I'm in a cycle,
yeah.
constantly getting information out to people, talking to them about offers.
You just do that basically emailing or
Well, all
Facebook?
sorts of things. Yeah. The ones, oh, well, I work around however people love to communicate. So whether it's on
Mhm.
Messenger or it's on Teams or it's email. Yeah.
Okay.
And I often will check my spreadsheet, Excel sheet, which Matt has a really good, he does the same thing, Excel spreadsheet with people's names on it. And then
Uh-huh.
also sometimes I'll just go on Facebook and see somebody's launch. They've tagged a whole lot of people. I'll go there and I'll just check. Okay, yeah. Oh no, haven't messaged that guy for ages. Let me just say hi to him. Have a chat.
Okay.
It's just that constant. It's the same as like what real estate agents do. It's the same as
Hmm.
brokers. It's just
Right.
anybody out there, you want to like stay at the forefront and keep talking to people because the second you say something to them, then and if they need a favor from you and you can fulfill that favor, then
Hmm.
there's this thing that's started. Like often
Right.
I'll see things on Facebook now because I have a wonderful set of clients and I know what their strengths are. Somebody might ask for something that I know, and I know that they're an affiliate and a vendor. And then I'll
Hmm.
just tag somebody else and say, hey, look, you guys need to meet, yada, yada, yada. Then I see those guys have started talking. That's excellent. You know,
Yeah.
there's just so, and we can probably do some of those little things for you too, because,
I'll be reaching out to everybody.
and Matt will be reaching out to people
Yeah,
too. But like,
that'll be
just,
starting this week.
yeah, and even with your launch, like you want to also be just going into their DM, thanking them for coming along, letting them know that if there's any support questions that they can contact you. I don't know,
Okay.
because you've got your
So,
next launch, so you need
well,
to be with
what
them.
I would do, Jimmy, is go through the leaderboard for your last launch, reach
Uh-huh.
out to everybody that was on the leaderboard, say
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Okay.
Please let me know when you've got a launch coming up. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Oh, and by the way, I've got two more launches coming up, one with Wayne and another
Hmm.
one in however many weeks, all of my own. Here's what the first one is. Here's what the second one is. Let me know if you're interested in either of them, and I can get review access to you over as soon as it's available, and just reconnect that way. Give them, it's quite
Okay.
a long. I tend to write it out and then copy and paste it.
Right.
But that's fairly normal. I also keep a spreadsheet. I'm going to have a text file with everybody that I contact in, but that I don't contact everybody in that for every launch because some people I have a note against them what their clientele is like, what they don't like, things like that. So I
Right.
tend to run a spreadsheet for each individual or a text file for each individual launch and keep track of who I've reached out to, who I haven't reached out to yet, what their response was, if there was any response, and I will reach out to them on the mode that is the one that they last replied to me. So if the last
Right.
reply I got from them was Facebook, I'll reach out via Facebook. But if I've got them on Teams, I'll reach out via Teams as well or Skype because they might be using Skype or Teams this time and spot it and reply. So I'll
Yeah,
reach out normally more than one format.
yeah,
But some people, they will only see it on one system or another. So
Yeah.
it depends on the
Okay.
individual. And that comes through taking notes in a master spreadsheet so you know who likes to communicate in what way.
mm,
Okay.
yeah. And sometimes it's like talking to a brick wall.
Yep. Yep. But that doesn't
You
necessarily
see that
mean they're
they've
not going to
seen your
promote.
message, but they
Yep.
didn't reply. And sometimes I'll just send them, hey, just swinging back in about this. And
Mm.
then they reply.
Yep.
Because
You got to
like you
remember,
could have read it, but
people
then
have,
being busy, you got them at the wrong time, and then you got
yeah,
them at the right time next time.
it's as simple as that. People have stuff going on in their lives. Who knows what's going on right then when you've sent the message? And if they don't respond to it, then it might fall out of their head. So it
Yeah.
needs to be an ongoing process.
Yeah. And oh
When
yeah, it's
I
hilarious.
tend to do it slightly different, Paula, in that I don't do it every day. I'll normally leave it a couple of days and then go through and spend hours going through everybody. Just first time I'll go through everybody all in one go. And I do tend to do it in such a way that uh, the start of the process will take several hours, but I want to make sure that at the end of the process, there's still an hour or two left in the day, because if someone does reply, I want to reply to them as quickly as I can. If I've sent them a message and they haven't replied for an hour, that's fine. Tomorrow's fine. But if they do reply, I want to be able to reply to them immediately because I know they're there. I know they're reading it. And if I can get back to them, conversation may open.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, try both ways and see what fits with your, how it works best for you.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. 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 Because basically, especially when you're new, right? So I do have clients that are completely hands off. They don't even want to talk to people. The reason why they hire a JV manager is that they hate to slide into people's DMs.
Mm.
They don't want to do that stuff. It's not their thing. And they don't need to now because they've got a reputation of creating products that convert well and all that sort of stuff. And then and then also I have clients that love to do like a warm handover. So like they love to continue nurturing their top dogs, their top guys and having jokes and all that sort of stuff. But then they want to do a warm because they just want to have the fun chat.
Mm. They
And
don't want
then
to
they
deal with the
do
nitty
a
gritty.
warm handover to talk business to me. So that's how it works. For you being new, yeah, you'll need to do a lot of like nurturing, having fun. It doesn't have to be all business stuff either, because like that's why I mean by, like you want to even get to know them. There's a lot of people that I'm just getting to know in the JV Zoo circle. Um,
Going to an event shortcuts that so massively. Meeting people, sitting down and having a beer and a
Yeah.
chat. It's so, so powerful.
or a smoke in the corridor, which is not what I'm doing, but I figured that I would just Miranda. I just like hang around like I'm looking for something.
Some of my best contacts have come from smoking
I
outside.
know. I remember
Yep.
you telling me that. I'm like, there's
Yeah.
no way on earth.
It's the only time I'd smoke anymore is at events.
I don't even drink alcohol. I'll just be sipping my water. Classic. But no, everyone's excited. So it's good. And Abby's going to be there, which is Excellent. And we're having dinner with Todd Gross. Finally, that will help me to get in there with a grin because those guys are solid as a rock, Abby and Todd. I'm like,
Isn't
let's
it?
have dinner with them.
Isn't it this weekend coming?
Yeah, yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Wish I could be there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
But the next one's in the UK, so
yeah,
that'll be good. And loads
next
of
one.
people who couldn't make this one are going to be going to the UK one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I definitely would go to the UK one too.
Do you know the dates for it yet? I know it's in
No,
October. I don't know.
I think it's UK next and then back to the US to Miami. I'm pretty
I
sure the structure is up on JV Zoo somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think the October date had been announced yet, and my sister's just
Oh, they'll
invited me to our cousin's 60th birthday in October, and I'm like, uh-oh.
yeah, I reckon they'll probably announce it at this event. So as soon as I know, I'll shoot it.
Please, yeah, if they announce it, message me as soon as you get it.
Yeah, and it's good because Jen's going too, which is wonderful. So that
Yeah, I'm
really
I'm jealous. I wish I was there. I really do.
I'm like,
Yeah,
all the
Alex
people
Jeffries
that
was
are
just.
really
I was chatting with Alex Jeffries just before we
yes.
jumped on this call. He's going to be there.
Yeah,
It's like I've not seen him in ages.
Jamie's going, Jamie Lewis.
Never met Jamie in face to face.
Yeah, and he was and I well, he calls me sis. I call him bro. We talk all the time. Because he was my first launch was with Jamie Lewis. Yeah. And that was awesome. Insane. Got me off to a
That
great start.
that about sums up Jamie, doesn't it? Awesome and
Jamie
insane.
is mad.
He's
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 mad
nuts.
Hatter. He's mad Hatter.
He can pretty much afford to do what he wants because he did really well back in the ClickBank days.
Yeah.
So he
He has
worked
his own
hard early
he has
days.
his own platform now.
Yeah, yeah, he built his reputation, did well for himself, and he can just behave how he wants to behave, which makes it natural. He's not putting it on. He's just that's Jamie.
Oh, I'm gonna name drop. Mike Philistine.
Might feel same. Met Mike.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
I've got and Joe Jablonski is his JV
Joe.
manager, and I have a lunch date with him. And
Say hello to Joe for me. He works with Ricky Mitaka as well.
yes, what's happened to Ricky Mataka? We're gossiping now.
We had a webinar lined up, and it got sidelined for some reason. I've not got hold of
Divorced.
Joe.
He got divorced and he had a breakdown, I think.
Uh,
That's what I take from that. But
yeah, it can be rough going through
rebuilding,
stuff
he's
like that.
living in his mum's. That's got to be tough. As soon as
That's
you say I'm living at my mum's, I'm like, oh, he's hit rock bottom.
I think that would be harder for me than the divorce.
Oh, I'm like, that's never happening to me. Imagine going back to live with your mum.
We've gone totally off topic.
We have. Anyway,
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
fine.
wrap this
I'm
up.
enjoying
Wrap
this.
this up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up. And Jimmy, I hope you got loads out of that. And yeah, so
Yeah.
every day, now what you need to do, make it a priority. I know you've got loads of things to do, but the most important now is to build those relationships. And it's a lovely break to you. You'll meet lots of wonderful people. The whole industry that we're involved in is full of
Yeah.
extraordinary vendors and affiliates, and they're just the most incredible people. They're the kind of people that you want to be around. You'll also learn stuff because they'll want to help you, they'll give you tips, they'll tell you stuff. And if you
there's
hit your
most people in
this
this
is
industry
great.
are incredibly generous with their
Oh
knowledge,
my
especially.
God.
I've some of my best friends in life now are people who I met as marketers, and we just spent so much time together. Some have turned into business partners, some are just best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to events is just a great way of doing it. It's normal human stuff, isn't it? Sitting down and chatting with people. With regard to those OTOs, will you talk to Wayne about changing them, or are you going to leave that alone? What's your intention
No,
there?
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna get up with Lou. I can talk to Lou a little bit better, and then get him on board, and then talk to Wayne. But I want to pass
I
thanks to Lou first because he's on my time zone as it is, so it's easier to talk to him.
When
Um,
will you chat with Lou?
I'm on to mess him tonight. See if I can't get on tomorrow. Get on a call with him. He's been on vacation last week, so
Yeah.
he's supposed to be back today. So I'm gonna shoot him a message here. See if we can't schedule a call tomorrow.
Okay. Um, when you schedule a call, let me know what time it is. If I can jump on it, I'll jump on it as well because I was going to message Lou as well for a chat about it on the same lines. So um,
Okay.
I don't want him to feel that we're double teaming him, as it were.
Right, right, right. I
But
understand
if I'm
that.
available, I'll jump on the call. I'll certainly
Yeah,
message Lou and say I think it's worth having a look at the funnel to see if it's possible to rejig it a little because I think there's changes that we
yeah.
can make. And then he can have a chat with you and come back to me afterwards if he wants, whatever works. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm on the same page and we'll chase up from this side as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Good work, guys. All right. See you
All
next
right,
week on
Cool.
Tuesday when I'm in the States.
all right.
Have fun.
Have
Have
fun.
And
fun.
I'll be in the same time zone as you, Jimmy.
You will. You'll be about 8, 9 hours away. Not too far.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. See you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.